Master your mind and master your life. What do I mean by that? You have to understand one thing. Mind is matter. What do I mean by that? Whatever you experience internally is a direct reflection of what's on the outside of you. Whether you agree with it or not, you're constantly creating 24/7. So let's look at it like this. So you have a conscious brain and a subconscious brain. The conscious brain is responsible for actions like talking, anything that's direct, right? The subconscious brain will be responsible for heartbeat, breathing, anything that's technically automatic, anything that happens on its own, right? But you have to understand these two brains, or these two parts of your brain, is simultaneously creating at all times, regardless of if you like it or not. So concepts come from frequency. Lower frequency concepts come from a lower vibrational perspective or a lower self-awareness of the situation, right? And if you want to shift your frequency, you have to shift your what? Your vibration, right? So if you want to shift your frequency, if you want to shift your perspective, you'll have to shift how you view what it is that you're viewing, right? So if you want to shift your frequency with your situation, if you have things going wrong in your life, instead of saying, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Look at it from a different lens and say, this is happening because of this, right? So concepts come from frequency, and your frequency is your awareness. If you want to shift your awareness, you will have to shift your vibration, right? And ultimately shifting your vibration or shifting your perspective will ultimately shift your frequency, which will directly shift your reality. So there's a few steps here. We have vibration first, vibration, frequency, right? Which shifts your reality. Whenever somebody say, oh, he vibing high or he vibing low, that's the amount of energy a person has. That's your vibration, right? So you shift your vibration, which means that your vibration is what moves you along the scale of frequency, which is your what? Awareness, right? So you change your awareness, also known as perspective. Awareness, also known as perspective, you shift your awareness and you shift your reality. Why is this important? Because mastering yourself will allow you to see how easily you've been shifting your reality your whole life. It's not like a get-rich-quick scheme or a healing guru scheme or anything like that. No, it's more so like a flick of a switch for real. All you need to do is change your perspective. Because regardless or not, the beliefs that you have before you shift your perspective simultaneously have been feeding an egregore or a thought form in which you created in your mind and determined that this is reality, right? So the actions and the beliefs that you have or the concepts that you abide by feeds this energy, right? And the moment you shift your perspective, you're no longer what? Feeding the energy. Especially if this energy, entity, or egregore or egregore is not serving you. So if you're a slave to your mind, or if you're a slave to the concepts that you unconsciously or consciously created, I need you to understand that this is how you free yourself. You free yourself by shifting your perspective, right? And shifting your perspective is also known as changing your vibration. So you either move a little bit faster or move a little bit slower, but the direction you go in is to a higher awareness. The higher awareness, it might take, look, some people some people move at a slower vibration, a slower rate, you know what I'm saying? Some people move at a faster rate, right? Now you shift your vibration can be looked at as speed. The more energy a person has, the higher their vibration is, right? Now, their frequency, you can be high vibrationally, low frequency, my nigga. Because you can be high vibrational, have a whole lot of energy, but you vibing low. You got high energy, you can be vibing high, you know what I'm saying? But your frequency is low, meaning that, okay, cool, you're like a, how can I say this? Imagine a person that only believes in third dimensional concepts that's vibrating high. So we can energetic, like a person that's like always on money. Bam, 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 bam. Right? They're like, okay, this is the only way, this is the only way, this is the only way, right? Their vibration is high, but since they capped their mind and said this is the only way, this is the only way for them, bro. So all the other 999.999% of things that could have been the way, they shifted that out their mind because their frequency or the awareness allows them to see that this is the only way, right? You get what I'm saying? So your vibration will be the speed, your frequency will be your awareness, how aware you are about how fast you're going or how slow you're going. And ultimately, that'll create your reality, right? And the reason that it's important to master yourself is because you are simultaneously created consciously and subconsciously at all times. Consciously is a direct form of thought. Subconscious is an automatic. So it's something that I have to be programmed through emotional repetition. What do I mean by emotional repetition? The reason that emotional repetition helps shift your subconscious and conscious brain at once is simply because you have to understand that there's 3 planes of existence. There's spiritual, mental, and physical. The spiritual plane, you move on that plane with emotions, right? So whatever you're emotionally driven towards, that's more so something that's spiritual. You can't even see emotions, right? You only can see them projecting through certain people or through the lens that you have within yourself. You know what I'm saying? But even then, when you're on a certain frequency, right, vibing at a certain vibration, you might perceive somebody that's quote unquote mad in their world. You might perceive them as like, oh, he's not mad, he's hurt. And he's expressing his hurt. So it depends on your frequency. What I was saying was, once you experience emotions, certain emotions to shift your reality, or you're experiencing energy and motion, that's a spiritual thing, right? And your mental, the reason that emotional repetition is very, very important for shifting your subconscious mind is because the mental realm, the repetition builds the discipline and consistency to automatically program yourself. So mental is like programming, right? The emotions, the emotion that you be feeling about the thing that you want to program into your subconscious. Say for instance, your desired reality, you want to program that into your subconscious. You'll get emotionally, you will get emotionally charged up in the right direction, repetitively to shift your reality. Right? Why does this work? Because in the physical plane, we typically do what we think about, right? If you take action, let me rewind. Right? So mentally, you'll be on the same page as your emotions because so if the goal is to shift into your desired reality, you will need to practice repetitively, over and over, how it would feel to be there, right? The mental comes in because you're consciously using your mind to practice feeling it. So you're using the mental plane to get to the spiritual plane to access a higher form of thought, right? And you physically aligning this is whatever your desired reality is, be it right now in the physical. So if your desired reality is to be a personal fitness trainer, be it right now in the physical. Don't wait till they accept you for classes or for you to get your license for you to become that. Like, no, you have to be there right now. That's a trap that a lot of people that go to college and get a degree and expect, because I have this degree, this is gonna happen. No, you have to be that shit before you even get the license. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to master yourself, because you're consciously and subconsciously, meaning unconsciously, creating your reality at all times. So self-mastery. Hold on, y'all. Let's see the joint right quick, y'all. Let me see the joint right quick, y'all. What I'm talking about. So mastering your mind equals mastering your life, because you master your mind and you actually understand that mind is matter, and that wherever your mind goes, your world goes. People only see life from the perspective in which they've been given, and they give it to themselves. So that's it.
I said I love myself, I trust myself, I did it again. Trusting God all the time, train hit it again. I'm by my guala, by my Benjamins, I did it.